New from the Horror Vision Press. Shawn C. Baker's Shadow Play Book 1, Kim and Jesse. If our reflections woke up, would they hate us? Would they envy our world? Would they try to take it? Two worlds on a collision course, and 15-year-old Jesse Roberts is caught in the middle. Shadow Play Book 1, Kim and Jesse, is available from Amazon, Barnes & Noble, or wherever books are sold. Also available, A Collection of Desires, 7 Tales of Modern Horror. These 7 tales bring the horror home to our modern world.
Hi, I'm Garth Ennis, and you need to be listening to Drinking with Comics.
Thank you, sir.
No worries.
So, hello, welcome to Drinking with Comics, the Relaunch. You okay with that title?
Sure, Rebirth, New 52, whatever.
So, no New 52.
Okay.
So, I'm Shawn, this is Mike.
Hello.
And we have a new location. So, we
got kicked out.
We're at 400 East 3rd Street in Long Beach,
yes.
beautiful downtown Long Beach, LBC. And Mike has a new shop, Atomic Basement Comics.
Comics and Creator Lab.
So, Comics and Creator Lab. So,
cheers, man.
Dude, cheers. So much good fortune going forward on all your ventures, but especially this one. And
This will be my last venture.
What? That sounds ominous. Are you?
Well, I mean, no. This is it, man. Like, you know, this is it. Why do anything else? You know, this is it. This is a culmination.
But hopefully, this will lead to new ventures sprouting out of this, right?
No, I just want to do this, and I mean, I'll write more comics and stuff. But no more comics.
It's a platform by which you can, you know.
No, this is a comic shop 100% as how I would envision a comic shop. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So when you first announced you were doing this, I remember you had some, you know, you said, okay, so to start out, this isn't going to be the biggest comic shop.
No.
But it's going to be a uniquely curated comic shop experience.
Yes.
I think those were your exact words. And I remember because I'm like, okay, I think like 9 out of 10 people that would say that would not really have any like idea how to do that. Mm-hmm. They'd be like, oh, well, I put Star Wars under S instead of, you know, putting it under Dark Horse or whatever. Or they're not Dark Horse anymore, they're Marvel. But you know what I mean. So, what, like, I don't want you to give away all of it, but do you have anything you can share? Like, what do you see in a month? What do you see in 6 months?
Well, I mean, what I see in January alone, dude, is crazy. Today was our first day doing this show. Earlier today, we had 7 creators here signed. Well, actually 8. Raphael showed up, 2. But yeah, we had Vince Hernandez, we had Zen, we had Don Nguyen, who's went to go get some tacos. He'll be joining us later. Christie Shinn wasn't a guest, but she's here. There she is, Demon Bitch. And it was just a great day, and the energy and the vibe was awesome. The neighborhood's great. You know, I saw some of my old friends and customers I hadn't seen since I left the other location October 17th. Which, you know, I don't know. Like I'm an extrovert. I don't know if y'all noticed this, but I feed off people's energy and you know, me and Tony had our nose to the ground, just like ground or grind. Is it grind or ground? I don't know.
Grindstone.
Grindstone? Okay, nose to the grindstone. You know, scrubbing floors, and if you saw this place before we came in, you wouldn't recognize what it is. Now, it was like a very bland, gray and white textile sort of office cubicle sort of place, and we turned it into this, you know, striking, what I think is striking, you know, black and yellow.
You're a big fan of Bumblebee Man, are you?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
I'd like to get a Bumblebee parked outside.
Okay.
Hey, what's up, John? So yeah, I mean, but what's gonna make the store, I think, unique and different from other shops is, you know, we are gonna have a wide selection of Marvel, DC, independent comics, media tie-ins, local creator stuff. Every Wednesday night, starting on January 22nd, we're gonna have what I call the Lab. And it's a creator meetup from 7 to 10 p.m. on Wednesdays. People can come in, make their comics. Brandon Easton is a neighbor. And, you know, he's a professional writer. DJ Kirkbride, I'm sure, will be coming through. So we'll have some people that are seasoned and experienced here to help those who, you know, haven't done this yet. They just need a little guidance. Don Borgmeyer, I'm looking at you, baby. Your comic looks great. So we're going to do that. And here's what's going to make it a little more different and unique is August 1st, whoever is an active participant in the lab and finishes their product by August 1st, I've got a committee of 5 creators, me, Joshua Dysart, Brandon Easton, and some others. We're going to review the books, give it a number grade from 1 to 10. And so it's not just me, and I'm like the one person who wins is going to be ecstatic, right? But the 4 or 5 who don't are going to be pissed. So we're going to grade it on a scale of 1 to 10. Whoever gets the highest number, we're going to publish their book. And Long Beach Comic Con has agreed to give them a table at the show. So,
awesome.
yeah, so I mean, yeah, and it's going to be published under Atomic Basement Comics, but they do retain their rights,
right,
to the property and stuff. Yeah,
Atomic Basement. So this isn't the first. So Atomic Basement before this store was your imprint, right?
It was.
So
yeah.
You did Guns A-Blazing, you did Mac Afro, and you did Gone South, right?
Gone South, yep.
So,
and other stuff too.
And
yeah.
other stuff too. Okay,
Kids of Whitney High, Tex, which was an anti-Bush comic back in the day.
Wait a minute, Kids of Wembley High?
Whitney High.
Is that the same? So the
Special Ed School.
The Ipecac Records put out the 2 albums.
Yeah, did you not know I did that comic?
I didn't know there was a comic.
There was a comic, yeah.
Was it really? Mm-hmm. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I did it.
And I believe our friend Vince didn't he work on one of the albums, if I'm not mistaken?
The guitar player Vince?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a member of the band.
Wow.
Yeah, and Robbie Rodriguez, who created Spider-Gwen, was one of the artists in it. Raphael did some. I have to get you a copy of that. Yeah,
I would love to see. I didn't.
That was a
know
great
about
project,
it.
man. It was fun. Yeah.
I knew about the albums.
I wrote Battlestar Galactica. Yes, Lonnie, I did.
Oh.
I'm watching you, buddy. Yes.
The original one. You wrote that? No, I'm kidding.
I created
I'm kidding. I like to keep them honest. Starbuck, that was all your idea.
Good luck with that. But yeah, no. So we're gonna have a lot of fun here. Like, it's gonna be awesome. I've got our grand openings happening January 18th. We've got a lot of great guests for that. There's a really awesome secret special surprise that I can't talk about.
Okay.
But you'll want to be here from 12 to 3. And what's not a surprise, but will surprise your taste buds, is the lasagna that my girl Orsa from Modica's is coming in. She's going to be bringing some awesome. I love lasagna. You know I love lasagna.
I know you love lasagna.
I fucking love lasagna, man. So yeah, there'll be lasagna. There'll be comics. There'll be creators. There'll be cosplayers. I think there's a Mandalorian coming. So yeah.
Wow.
So you'll want to be here, right, guys? Yeah. All right. So yeah. What else can I say?
No, that's good. I just I was looking at kind of a snapshot. I wanted to just hear it, so everybody could hear it
from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
I do want to plug my buddy Rod Espinosa, creator, artist, writer of Adventure Finders, is coming in all the way from the Philippines.
Is this Adventure Finders?
It's right up there. Yeah, check it out. It's a really cool book. He's going to be here on the 22nd, along with Brandon Easton, who's writing Marvel Action Spider-Man number 1, 2, and 3.
Okay.
Which has Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, and Peter Parker.
Okay.
And they're going to be signing from 4 to 7, and then from 7 to 10, they're going to be part of the lab that night. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, so it'll be good. Rod just won some crazy award. They're flying him out to France. And
then here?
And they're flying him here. No, he's coming here on his own wings.
Right on.
Yeah, but he's awesome.
Oh, dude, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So, in the, I don't know, have you had time to read anything? Watch anything?
I read Superman number 18.
Okay, so now you told me a little bit about this, and I did not read it. So
that's okay.
I had 2 jobs for this episode. One was to see Star Wars, and I couldn't bring myself to do it.
You didn't watch it?
I will see it eventually. I just, And then the other one was to read the Superman comic, and I just didn't have a chance. So Bendis is writing Superman, right?
He has been writing it for about, I guess, a little more than less. I think it's bi-weekly, so a little less than a year, actually.
That's one thing you got to love about Brian Michael Bendis is that motherfucker does not sleep. Because, dude, his output...
He's got, like, 10 kids or something.
And we're talking, like, he wrote at Marvel in that prolific capacity for over a decade, and then he just pretty much piggybacked, like, right over to DC, and it seems like he's doing the same thing.
You know what's funny? I think kind of what happened with me is, like, Bendis did this a year earlier, where you kind of get into a routine.
Yeah.
And it's good to kind of break that routine and play with some new toys and some new characters in this case. Because, I used to love his stuff. Powers was fantastic.
Jinx. I go back to Jinx. I really liked
Alias, which was...
Alias was fantastic.
What's her name?
Jessica Jones. That's the book that...
if you look at the Marvel Netflix output, it's all based on Bendis' work, from Daredevil to Jessica Jones to Cage. That was all Bendis. But, I do think that, he probably got a little... I don't know, used to or tired or bored.
Well, I mean, and after a while, like I was thinking about this today, and so after a while, what more is he going to do?
Right. You're working somewhere for 20 years.
Yeah,
and
he
playing with
revamped
these
every.
things.
I mean, you remember, I don't know, 7 years ago or whatever, when he jumped from the Avengers titles to the X-Men titles, and when he went to work on those, and it's I don't know. I would imagine that he was like, I want to try something differently. Also, I would imagine DC was pretty much like, we'll give you whatever you want, please, because it's.
I'm enjoying the Superman stuff, and I don't know if you read Naomi.
No.
It was Bendis and David Walker, but yeah, that's a great book.
Is it?
I think there's only 6 issues, and they're going to do a season 2 soon. But
so part of how he does things there too is he has his. Is it Jinx World, the imprint, where it's his stuff like Scarlet? So Scarlet was a Bendis Mayliv book I was a big fan of when it was, I think it was Icon was putting it out. I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
But it was so, I think in 10 years there were only 6 issues. Then I know it came back at DC, and he picked the story. It wasn't like I'm going to relaunch it. He picked it up because it's about a girl whose boyfriend is unfairly killed by police, and she basically kills a cop and then starts this whole revolution of people against violence by the law, the body law. It's fucking great.
I read Cover. It was
so
him
I
and
read
David
the,
Mack.
I read
That
the
was
first
great.
issue of that. That was really good.
Cover is about a comic book artist who's hired by the the CIA,
I didn't think
and they send them
I
to
think it
different
was-
comic conventions around the country or around the world to pull off covert ops missions, which is pretty awesome. Yeah.
The first issue was a really good setup. That was about a year ago, right? I think that stuff
a year or
launched.
so, yeah. And then there's Pearl, which I also didn't read, but yeah.
And then we had another one like United States of Murder or something like that. I don't know anything about
Was that
one.
him?
I think that was him.
think
I'm
I
pretty
know
sure
that.
that was under his imprint at least. But so DC obviously said, come and write our books.
You can get your own books.
Take this flagship
I don't
title
think
and
I
we'll...
don't think he's got any Jinx World stuff coming out now, though. I think,
Really? So
I
that
don't
was
think
all
so.
just... Well, he might be doing it in seasons too.
Maybe, yeah. I
That's
don't know.
probably...
Joe Hill's got a line.
Yeah,
They
Hill
call it a
House.
pop-up label.
Hill
Are
House.
you reading that stuff?
I want to, but I'm honestly... So this is one of the things, since the last time we did this show, I don't read
When's
many...
the last time we did the show?
Well, we did the Walking Dead special, which was kind of an impromptu when it ended.
Uh-huh.
But other than that, we haven't done it in probably about a year. Well, no, the last one was Christmas, I think, 2017 in Chicago.
Well, our gift to you in 2018 and 2019 was not doing shows.
Yeah,
We're
so
back.
now we retract it. We
didn't talk about what we're drinking here, and we did buy this at Hops and Vines next door.
So cheers, motherfuckers. It's a hazy double IPA.
Cheers, motherfuckers, too. Who's drinking out there tonight? Who's drinking out there
Lewis is
tonight?
brown bagging it.
Look at, you got the same thing.
Nice.
Psychic ass motherfucker. How you doing, dude? Good. Awesome. I'm great.
So, but I haven't really read a lot of comics, and one of the things that prevents me from getting into new comics right now is so the Joe Hill stuff I want to read. I don't want to read it monthly because I don't want to look at their fucking ads for Snickers. Seriously, it is the most annoying thing. So I guess
Are the Snickers ads in the
Oh,
story?
DC has these Snickers ads. I mean, maybe, and it's like the whole Justice
Oh, it's
League,
like
and
the
they're,
Batman
and
thing.
it's like, motherfucker, it's
They're like
Snickers.
the old ho-ho ads, right?
Yeah, but
That's cool.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Well, you
And-
just flip. It's like when you're watching TV.
no, but here's the other thing. No, see, I don't watch TV with commercials. I don't want to have to do that.
Well, maybe
shit.
get the trade because I don't think they have Snickers.
So here's the thing. That's where I'm going with it. It's like I want to support monthly comics, and there are a few that I still do.
But you won't because of Snickers.
No. The ones that I do, they now are Criminal. There's so much back matter in Criminal that you're not going to get in the collected editions that it's worth it. Also, there's no fucking ads. The only ads are in the back for the other Ed Brubaker, Shawn Phillips stuff, right?
Right.
So it's an uninterrupted read. So that is glorious. And I've been spoiled, I guess, by reading a lot of independent stuff where there are no ads, or the ads are either at the front or the back, and it's not Snickers. It's here's other books by this creator. Right?
I have a solution. So if you buy your books at the Atomic Basement,
You will take the ads out for me with a straight razor?
I can glue the pages together.
I don't want to know how you glue the pages.
Or I can read it to you and tell Shawn, close your eyes, because there's about to be a Snickers ad. And I'll turn the page, and then you open your eyes back, and I continue to read it. We provide services such as that here at the Atomic Basement.
I might take him up on that. Wow.
Because I want you to be able to experience the comics you want
Well,
to read.
no, I do. I mean, I still, like I said, I still
no
read some other
Snickers.
stuff, but
Can we eat Snickers when we read it?
yeah, but I don't want ads interrupting the fucking story. It's just,
That's the business model, baby.
I understand it. But the other thing is do DC
Snickers really satisfies.
No, wait a minute. Do DC or Marvel? Now, so you're telling me these books are basically tied into the mega franchises of Hollywood, right? And they need to have a fucking ad in a $3.99 comic book. I mean, Image, most of that stuff is creator-owned. They're not tied into these huge juggernaut money-making movies, and they don't have ads.
Well, the reason Snickers advertises in like Batman as opposed to Vampirella.
Well, they're not going to let him ever.
Right. I mean, there's a
that.
bigger audience. You know, that they want to. You know, they want exposure.
But I mean, don't you think like Walking Dead? That is the arguably it is the best or the most successful independent comic ever.
Right.
And there were no ads. The only ads at the end of that book were like, "Here's a sneak preview of a new book by this creator." Yeah. That was it. I mean, so it's just one of those things. It's like I remember. You ever heard of the band Negativland? Very media manipulating group, right? So they had this whole thing in the 90s called Ipsid, and it was this concept album about the Cola Wars, if you remember that.
I remember Max Headroom.
Yeah, well, so
wasn't that Max
the
Headroom?
thing with the Negativland album was they had a dossier inside the liner notes. It was basically like, really like these advertisements are basically like junk, and if one of these just didn't advertise, like why do these mega companies advertise?
You know who did the jingle for Snickers, don't you?
Alan Thicke.
No, Positive Land.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
We're here all day.
You are
kids.
a wealth of information, my friend.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
So Superman 18. So he announces to the world that he is Superman.
He has this sort of come to Jesus moment where, he's like, you know what? I am Clark Kent. I am Superman. Like, I think it's a metaphor for just coming out of the closet whatever, and just telling people who you are, take it or leave it.
Right.
And there's a really cool scene where he has a conversation with Jimmy Olsen, and Jimmy Olsen's like, "Yeah, I kind of knew all along, like."
Yeah, you weren't really fooling anybody.
Yeah, he takes his I think he either takes his glasses off. Yeah, he comes to him as Clark Kent, takes his glasses off, and does a little spit curl, and he's like, "What are you trying to look like, Superman?" And then it's a good. I would recommend it. It's one of those wow moments in comics, like Death of Captain America, things like that. But the thing with Bendis is, even though like maybe it's gimmicky for Superman to reveal his identity to the world,
maybe not.
it's well written. You know what I mean? Like Death of Superman, I don't think it's
not
very well written.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it was a big oh shit. You know why they killed Superman, by the way, in Death of Superman?
Because he sucks? I don't know.
No. Because Lois and Clark was on TV, and Superman got engaged, and then they delayed the wedding of Superman on the TV show by a year, so DC had to do something to kind of kill time for a year, so they could get married in the comic at the same time as the show. So they killed him.
I didn't think it was possible for me to respect that storyline less, but you made it so. There you go.
Make it so, number one.
So this is interesting because I guess I was thinking about you telling me about this comic, and I guess I just assumed that he had already announced that he was super. Like I didn't really realize that he. There is that thing with comics where they remain kind of what's like 10 years has passed probably in Superman continuity in the whole time that we've
since 1938. You mean?
Exactly. So
Well, they relaunch and stuff. So,
yeah, right. But there is this compression or whatever. So, but yeah, I just
was
assumed
tripping
that
out.
happened.
The Simpsons has been on for 30 years, and I asked Graham because Graham's watching it now. He's watching. He's like he's committed to watch every single episode.
Wow.
I was like, is Grandpa Simpson still alive? Because fucking 30 years ago he was 80, right?
Well, Bart's the same.
And Bart's still in like 4th grade or whatever.
Homer hasn't had a heart attack, I don't think. Or maybe he has. I don't know.
No, he hasn't.
He hasn't?
Yeah.
No. I guess
Totally unrealistic writing.
Yeah, they should do like a Simpsons a Simpsons kind of show where people age in real time. You know what I mean? Yeah. That would be cool. Like, what would Bart be doing at age 40, which is what
heroin? I don't know.
They had a joke on one of the newer seasons where Sideshow Bob actually kills Bart, and he's like, "I've been trying to kill this 10-year-old boy for 25 years."
Cool. There you go.
I love Sideshow Bob.
Is it ending soon or no?
I hope so.
No,
Ended
Danny
after,
Elfman
That shit's
like
never
rumored that it was gonna end.
No,
People
I
freaked
don't
out,
think
and
it
it's still
will.
it's yeah.
It's never gonna end.
Oh, fuck that.
It's cool. It shouldn't.
No, that's fine. I mean, I don't have a problem with it.
Is that the longest running show on television?
I believe
It has to be, right?
It is, right?
Yes.
Look at that. Bernice dropping knowledge bombs over there.
All I said was.
Are you wearing your button? You're not wearing your button.
No, it'll go on my coat. Don't worry.
You're doing the show, man.
Well, we're having I don't have a button on right now. No, I'm sorry.
I got him a Snickers button, and he won't fucking wear it.
Oh my God,
Anyway.
amazing. Okay, so what? Oh, you know what? Let's talk about the Mandalorian.
Okay, I loved it.
Yeah.
Who saw the Mandalorian?
So-
Baby Yoda.
So cute.
I
What? You don't like it?
The child.
No.
I know.
He punched Yoda.
That was not nice.
oh, that
was
was crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I heard the actors getting like death threats and shit.
Oh, come on,
It's like,
people! It's a fucking TV show.
What happened?
Jason Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live.
Oh, and
That was
It was
him.
him,
That was him.
Yeah.
so he's like people are threatening him.
Yes.
Dude, it's a like number one. All right, I'm gonna break it down, dude, for you and for the rest of the Star Wars fans out there.
Okay.
It's like either CGI or a puppet. All right, it's not a real It's not a real Yoda. Okay. It's and I love that people like they get mad when somebody calls it Baby Yoda. He's not Yoda. He's the child.
So this is going to lead into. I have a theory I developed the other night. I literally woke up at like 3 a.m, couldn't get back to sleep, and we had just watched. We were behind. We watched 6, 7, and 8.
Okay, so you've seen them all.
So I woke up and this isn't a spoiler, but so I was reminded of a conversation where I said Baby Yoda, and somebody's like, "That's not the species name," and I'm like, okay. So first of all, there are so many fucking species in Star Wars, and all of them have a fucking name, right? I mean,
Yeah.
the day after it was the Cara Dune is fighting that guy with that like electric belt, right? And all these people
Who's
are
Cara
like,
Dune?
the Gina Carano's character.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
So she's fighting this guy, and like immediately online, people are like, "Oh, he's Darth Maul's species," the blah blah blah. And I'm like, "Fuck," I would never know that, and I don't want to know that. But the point being, is there a reason that there is not a species name for the Yoda? And so my theory that I arrived at, sleepless at 3 a.m. the other night, is when does the Mandalorian take place? It takes place after Return of the Jedi,
Like
right?
5 years or something after Return
What
of the
if
Jedi.
Yoda just reincarnates after he dies? So maybe that is just Yoda.
No, because Yoda was.
Yeah, there's a Yoda ghost.
5 years before, and the baby
It's 50.
was 50 years old.
Go get laid, Louis.
Wait, Lewis, come here. Lewis, come here.
Giving up on that.
Come here. You have to say that on camera, because first of all, I couldn't follow anything you just said. But there's a part of me that just abhors Star Wars knowledge, so I'm like, okay, so
Bust it.
So Mandalorian takes place 5 years after Return of the Jedi, which is 5 years after Yoda died.
okay.
But the child was 50 years old.
Well,
50.
but who said that?
So
They say it on the show.
I know they say it on the show, but I mean,
Yeah.
I mean that little chain thing or whatever that had like his numbers and stuff.
Yoda's
had
like
his
400,
age.
right?
He was 900 when he
800.
died.
Wow.
900.
because I just thought it was weird that there's no species name for that in a franchise where there's a species name for everything.
But George Lucas always wanted to keep that very mysterious. So, like Yoda, he never revealed anything about it.
Okay.
And the only like thing that really was like new information about Yoda at all was when they had the one other Yoda species character on the Jedi Council in Episode 1.
I don't even remember.
Was there another Yoda on?
It's a girl.
Yeah.
Okay,
Female
so
Yoda. Is
okay.
it like I know ETs are in there, right?
It's Yoda with a wig.
But
Yeah.
the interesting thing about the age of the baby Yoda is that it was born the same year that Anakin would have been born.
Oh,
I don't know if that means anything or not. Or if it's
Grant has a theory that he's Sith because he does the
yeah.
choke, which
Yeah.
only Sith can do. Yes.
No,
Luke
it's
did
okay.
Yeah,
the
this is
choke.
not school. You don't have to raise your hand, darling.
Can we go and like just accept the fact that Yoda is a baby daddy?
Yeah.
He knocked boots with Yaddle.
Yeah.
There we go.
He fucked her, he shoved her.
Wait. Do
You
you know?
fucked her and chucked her?
You know the name of the
Is that
female?
something
Yoda?
people do? Fuck her and
That's
chuck
what
her?
they do. Well, I mean, if he's a baby daddy, you know, I mean, there's nobody else with
That's
him.
why-
I think this is the prime time to change the subject and bring the demon bitch on real quick.
Alimony, I will
All
not
right,
pay.
you'll come back.
I will.
Louis, this is Louis Bermudez, ladies and gentlemen. He's handsome and he's single.
Thank you.
Terrible.
Well, he is.
I know, but
What's up?
And also handsome and single is the demon bitch.
There you go.
okay. So
Did you bring your books?
I did not bring my.
I haven't
Yeah,
met you
okay,
yet,
well,
and
how
all Mike
professional are you?
introduce me to her, but
shit,
don't
I'm
use
sorry.
the demon bitch.
That's all I know. I don't know anything else about her.
This is
No,
as
I'm just
mysterious
kidding.
as the Yoda species.
Here and I got you.
This is
like
Baby
that.
Yoda. Christie Shinn, how did we meet?
Oh, I think we met at the Comic Bug, I think, and then we also met at LA Comic Con. We've known each other for a while. Like
Okay,
we've been
yeah.
in the same circles and shit. And
She's crazy as fuck, dude. She's so crazy. I love her. Like Yeah, I mean, if you friend Christie Shinn on Facebook, buyer beware, because shit's going down. You know. She does a book called Demon Bitch. Tell us the inspiration of Demon Bitch and what's Demon Bitch and what's it about?
Okay, so the story behind Demon Bitch, the actual character.
So that is your comic.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
my comic.
You
That
thought I
is
was
my
just
comic.
calling her Demon.
I wasn't fucking sure.
It's like the Me Too era. You can't go around calling people bitch unless they like it.
Well, I call Stephanie bitch all the time.
I know.
It's like a,
Oh.
it's a term of endearment.
No, we were me, you, and Stephanie and Chantha. Like Chantha doesn't hang out. She's like, I don't like being called bitch all the time.
That's how we talk to each other. Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch, bitch.
Yeah.
I love you, bitch. You know?
Yeah.
So okay. So the story behind the character is that she's a low-level demon from the 13th pit of hell, where people throw their dog shit in gum wrappers.
I already
So
like it.
Yeah,
I already like it.
She wants to bring the second coming of Armageddon to the planet, but the first one never happened. But she's a fucking idiot, so she just gets distracted from promiscuous sex and hard drugs. Like that's all she did. She just says, I want to
So
take
she's a Kardashian.
I think Kardashians are more focused on their image, so that's why they actually make a lot of money, and they actually do have a strategic media like thing. Demon Bitch just looks at it, does the selfie with her froggy, 3/4 buggy-eyed froggy look like.
Is that Demon Bitch? No.
No, that's an actual good web comic.
Like
That's
Darwin Cook or something.
No, this is Rachel Smythe. She got picked up. Laura Olympus, if you guys haven't heard it, it's by the Henson Company. Jim
That's
Henson.
what Shawn calls his penis, Laura Olympus.
It is. You've been reading my diary again, Mike. What the fuck?
So the background story is that.
I love you.
I love you too, but I wish you wouldn't tell everybody about my penis's name.
Laura
What the fuck,
Olympus.
man?
Hi, Laura Olympus. Go ahead.
Sorry, Rachel Smythe, we fucked up your comic. What it was is that, being a woman, and I think a lot of us women can agree, we've all had shitty women friends, and women just treat each other like shit. Like, let's just admit it, right?
Yeah.
The cattiness, to the level that's worse than dudes. And so I had dealt with some real fucked up ex-friends of mine, and I just sat there and it's like, I hate you fucking bitches. Like, I hate this shit. I hate you. Just fall off a cliff and die. So the idea for Demon Bitch came out. So I just hated these girls, and I just said, fuck you. And so I just drew and wrote the shit that they said, and it just expanded into this whole
Have
thing.
any of them read it? Do you know?
I think one of them told me to go fuck myself.
So she did read it.
I think she read it, but I think it was
Ouch.
another narcissistic bitch, but it wasn't about her.
Oh, that's funny. So they just self-identify.
Yeah. I've noticed.
Was her name Russell?
Oh.
Oh. Sorry.
Don't worry. At home, I'm not in on that joke either.
I kind of know. I'm like, oh man.
I'm just kidding. I kid.
I know.
I kid.
Yeah, that was unexpected. Right? But,
Wow, I surprised the Demon Bitch.
No,
Can
I knew
get a
about it
high
for a while.
five for shocking me?
I don't know what to do.
You
But
don't know what to do.
but the thing is
I've
that,
never seen her speechless.
No, I was gibbering. That's different.
Okay.
That's
That
different.
is
from
different.
explaining.
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it's just that it's funny because the people who hate it, there are people that don't like it and don't understand it. That's different. But the people that actually come at me viciously about it are actually girls, and they unpack the whole thing. They said, I don't know what modeling has to do with narcissism, and I don't know what
Really?
all this other shit is about, and so I don't really get it, so you'll need to explain it to me. And this is the same girl that does this in her profile picture.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm not making fun of models, I'm not making fun of actors, I have friends that do both, they're very hardworking people. But the wannabes or the MAWs, like model actress whatevers, the Maws, I guess that's what they, the ones that just constantly talk about how they're models and they're actors,
Right,
but
right.
they never do anything.
Well, people
You know,
that
I'm a
actually
model,
do stuff
right?
are too busy doing it to
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
doing it,
I'm a
usually.
model. I'm a model.
Yeah, but you gotta say, I'm a model. I'm a model. I'm a model.
model.
Yeah, like you have, and just have this sense of self-entitlement.
Yeah, I'm a model.
Like,
Goddammit. Give me
people
free
should do
biscuits.
that.
You know, I can say this from experience, the way Mike takes selfies is actually like this.
Oh yeah, no, I got. I found out all my dick pics are in the cloud, dude. Like I just renewed I had to refresh my Apple ID, and I'm like, and somebody's like, yeah, now you're in the cloud, dude. I'm like, what do you mean I'm in the cloud? Like everything you send, everything you take, like even my dick pics.
Especially your dick pic.
Did I tell you my dick pic story? Can I
Go
tell
ahead.
my
I'm
dick
Say
pretty
it.
sure.
Guys,
Oh,
stop.
wait, is this Alan Tudyk?
It's the Alan Tudyk story. So,
Tell
all
me.
right, check this out. I'm gonna tell you the
Oh.
story.
All right.
This is back when I was on Tinder. I met some chick on Tinder, and she's like, "Let me see your dick." So I took a picture of my dick. Best time to take a picture of your dick, boys and girls, by the way, is in the morning. That shit is fucking as hard as it's ever gonna be all day. You know? So I took a picture of my dick, sent her a picture of my dick, and then I was an extra on that show Con Man with Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion. And so
I just heard somebody groan. They know where it's going. They know where it's going.
So I'm on the set, and there's a moment like where they're rehearsing, and the producer's there, and it's Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion, and I was about to leave, and I was like, would it be cool if I got a picture with these guys, Alan Tudyk and Nathan Fillion? And the producer's like, yeah, sure. So he takes a picture, but like if you look, well, I can't because I'm live streaming, but if you look, like in the corner of your iPhone, it's got like the last picture you took. And so I didn't realize at the time, but the guy just like kind of just gives me my phone back. You know, like he doesn't look at me. He just hands my phone back to me.
He's literally like this.
He's just like.
And I'm like, that's weird. I was like, and I go to shake his hand. He's like, cool, man. And like that was weird. Like he was so cool. Like, and then he just was just like, what the fuck? So then I looked later on because you know when you take a picture of celebrities, you want to look. And then I realized, oh, fuck, the last picture, because like, this down there in the corner is my dick. And I'm like, fuck. You know, so yeah, this is what happens when I get my own store.
So where can people find Demon Bitch?
They can find it online on Amazon.
Okay. You'll be able to find it here if you fucking brought some.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, I should have, but I was.
She'll
Well, I
bring
got
some.
kind of drunk the night before and shit.
Really?
No, I didn't get drunk.
Was
the
it
night
New Year's
before.
Eve?
New Year's Eve, yeah.
Yeah. Whew,
Alright.
I gotta pee, but I'm gonna muscle through.
Okay.
I'm gonna muscle through this. Let's see, what time is it?
Christy, thank you for
Thank
being
you.
on.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
This is your first time on the show.
Yes, it is.
Come here.
Oh,
I love this girl. She is awesome.
Thank you.
And then Zen,
There you go.
get in the hot seat, boy.
Thanks for having me.
What's up, dude?
Dude, thank you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
So what brings you to the Atomic Basement tonight?
Well, have to be here for the first day of the Atomic Basement. I mean, that's
Fuck
just
yeah.
a given.
It's gonna happen,
I heard
yeah.
that it was happening, so I had to be here for the
How
opening.
long have I known you? Like 15 years?
It's been a long time. I was thinking
Maybe
about that
more.
earlier today. Like,
I met you
but
with
not-
Josh and Jamelin.
Yeah, so it doesn't go quite far back as Jeffries, but early comic book.
I
days.
was at Jeffries though.
No, but I wasn't around for Jeffries.
No, but I met you through when
Yeah,
you was
through them.
Jamelin and Josh.
Yeah.
You guys had a little studio, didn't you?
Yeah,
What was
yeah.
the studio called?
Well, Josh's thing was, let's see, Big Boss Comics.
Big Boss
That's a long
Comics.
time.
Yeah,
It takes
that's
me
right.
Back a long time, right?
So
there.
Josh is writing like Batman, Superman, Flash.
With Josh
Williamson.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was on an episode of he was on the most debaucherous episode of Comic Book Geeks. It was Josh and who was the other guy that drew Necessary Evil?
Necessary Evil was that Jacob?
I don't know. I can't remember.
No, Marcus.
Marcus, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, Marcus Newsom,
My bad,
right?
Marcus, if you're out there.
Yeah. So they were on an episode, and they were good. They were totally sober, good boys. We should link it. But so I brought this dude. We met on the set. Remember that movie, superhero movie? It was like a Scream, but for superhero movies. It was like a parody of superhero movies. Came out. It was by the producers of Scream. Mm-mm. And we met the set painter. Huh? What was it?
No, not Kick-Ass. I know the one. It
was called Superhero Movie.
Yeah. It's like Scary Movie, but superhero movie.
Yeah. Not Scream. So the set painter, we invited them to be on the show because we would always like just get whoever we could get to be on the show, and he had just gotten out of rehab, and it was my birthday, and somebody gave me a bottle of Jameson for my birthday. So we're driving down. And I was like, dude, I just got this bottle of Jameson somebody gave me. And I'm not a big whiskey drinker, but whatever. So we're doing a show. I'm interviewing Josh and Marcus. And I'd had some. I was pretty toasty. But the guy who just got out of rehab fucking polished the bottle. The bottle shows up. It's empty. I'm like, where the fuck all? And then the guy's name is Lewis. You got to see this, dude. He is so hammered.
So this is footage that's out there somewhere?
It's on YouTube. I'll send a link. But it's... And he like gave a blowjob to the microphone.
As you do.
It's crazy. It's the craziest fucking thing I've ever been involved in, and I've been involved.
Fuck you fucking fuck everybody. I will fucking shoot you dead on the. Do these motherfuckers know who I am? Give it up. Give him your I will straight blow your fucking face
He
up.
wants these, dude.
I was born in, then. Yeah. Where's my money, Bill? Deep in that ass. What? Take it easy, all right?
Yeah, it's that level. But anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Raver J and some of your other stuff. What you got going on, baby?
So this is a book that I just edited. Came out from After Party Books. It's called Raver J. It's a Raver superhero. So very.
When did it come out?
Cool. It came out just a couple months ago. It's on Gumroad. It's like a 99-cent download. So
oh, nice.
Really, really cool.
What was the inspiration?
Well, it was a client of mine. Her name is Janine. This is like her kind of her story about escaping the corporate world and having an awakening moment at a raver.
Did she work for Snickers?
No, but you know what? I should have said yes because that would have been fun.
No.
So yeah, I edited this book. It was a lot of fun. Took a long time to put together. We got some great artists and great colorists on it. Carl Allstatter and C.C. Diller.
Oh, Carl!
Oh, wow, nice.
Carl drew some pages. Yeah, he drew the
Sweet.
Cover also and the back cover as well.
I love Carl.
So,
Hi, Carl, if you're watching.
What's up? And then Vince was here earlier, but I'm the letter on Syria Underworld Pimp Hustler.
Did you misspell anything?
I did not misspell anything. Vince would have had a real tough time with that if that was the case. So no. But yeah, the book's out now on drive-thru. It was a very successful Kickstarter book.
Awesome.
Second issue.
Yeah, he made his goal in 5 minutes or some shit.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's the only Kickstarter I've ever contributed to, and I was at his birthday party and I gave him $10. I just put $10 in his hands, don't tell anybody.
Now you've told the world. Now you've told the world.
Contributed to a Kickstarter, everybody. You heard it here first.
But it was $10 cash because if people saw that, they'd be like, "Oh, give me some money," Anyway.
And then out on Graphite right now, you can read for free my creator-owned book, Pink Power. This is something that I wrote. There's 2 issues out there. One available digitally right now on Gumroad, which is a new app which has a lot of free comics out there. There are some ads, but that's what makes them free. So I would say.
What exactly is Pink Power?
Real quick, I just want to say, when you're talking about an independent comic and you have ads, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Because you're an independent comic.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm talking about is when you have Marvel and DC. It's gotten to be annoying. It's like, okay, really. Anyway, I just want to point that out. So.
But as an independent person, you don't have to put in ads.
No, you don't have to. But I get it. If they're there, I get it. I totally get it. So anyway.
So what exactly is Pink Power?
Pink Power is about a teen superhero who finds a magical pair of panties, and then an evil secret society sends skateboarding ninja rock stars to get him back.
Is there only one pair of pants? What if she changes her underwear? Does she still have the powers?
No. The magic is in that.
So you have to wear those fucking underwear every day.
Can you wash them, or do the powers wash out colors?
I mean, you could probably just go to the laundromat really quick, 45 minutes, and you have Pink Power.
No, I don't have Pink Power, but that kind of reminds me of an anime. You remember Panty and Stocking?
That came out after Pink Power.
Yeah, really? That's gnarly.
Yeah, somebody sent it to me. I'm like, hey, that looks really familiar.
Yeah.
Sounds sexy.
Yeah, it's like her panties turn into a pair of guns, so she takes her panties off.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Don't try that at home, Christy.
Panty and Stocking.
Don't try that at home.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so everyone check that out. And then just a reminder, this has been out for a minute. The Circle is a mini-series that I edited and produced for Action Lab Danger Zone.
Oh, Action Lab, nice.
Yeah, so this one is really cool. You guys should check it out. It's about a teen who moves to a new neighborhood, makes some new friends. Turns out they're in a cult. They do a ritual, and some bad things happen. So the only way to break the spell now is to kill all his friends.
I am sold. You just hit almost every sweet spot that I have right there. So.
Yeah, it's by Damon Clark, superstar writer, and art by Elysia Zerno. So
it's a great book. I read that. It was awesome. Damon's a great guy. So
fucking awesome, man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Dude, thanks for being part of our very first ever day.
Yeah, thanks for letting me plug some stuff. While I was here,
hey,
I really appreciate it.
I think we have one more person to bring up, and that would be Mr. Don Nguyen.
Oh,
all right. Good. We bring people up so we don't have to be as entertaining. Yeah. We can just kind of let them talk and shit.
How you doing on the urine meter?
Oh, I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
You want to go piss?
Well, I was thinking about peeing in the sink over there. But,
Mike,
grab your book, dude.
Do your Kegels.
Hashtag do your Kegels.
Am I grabbing everything or just the?
Yeah, get the main book. Yeah, main book.
Main book, got it.
So I'm going to introduce Mr. Don Nguyen. So if you guys have been enjoying the Atomic Basement social media, which has been the countdown. I asked Don, I said, this was the job interview. I said, do you know how to count from 10 down to 1?
Maybe.
And I helped him. I had to help him like between 4 and 3 and 2.
It gets tricky in there.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, so we did the countdown, and that's pretty much all of our Atomic Basement.
I'm fighting the Asian stereotype about being good at math, right?
Gotta fight back, gotta push back, baby.
Yeah, hard.
But yeah, no, he's done an amazing job. He designed our sign, our T-shirts,
oh wow,
our flyers, the Long Beach promo, dude. Like,
Hey, not this shirt though.
no, this is the old one. You wouldn't do it like this, would you?
No.
No. Okay, well, good to know. This is a vintage shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, the new shirts are really fucking sexy. As are you, pretty sexy.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But aside
me up, I
from
like it.
being Atomic Basement's lead production artist and stuff,
Okay.
he's got an army of like 800 working for you, right? It seems like it. Cause
Yeah.
I ask you for something and I get it.
I've
Like
been
5
cloning
minutes.
myself since I was a child. Yeah.
That's not what they call that. They call that
Yeah.
masturbating.
Oh. Dang it.
But no, aside from that, he's also a very accomplished, amazing artist and comic creator of his own right.
Thank you.
Show everybody Pablo the Gorilla.
All right, so I got Pablo the Gorilla #1. This was kickstarted in July, funded in 72 hours, and it has a variant covered by 2-time Eisner winner Dustin Nguyen, who is not related to me, but I constantly get mistaken for.
Just own it. Just,
People see the last name and the letter D, and they're like, I was working on Batman. I was like, I don't know, man. Let me walk you over to that guy.
is that how you guys met? Like,
I think he just started following me on Instagram because he thought my handle was funny, and then we met at a convention, and that's how we got to know each other.
cool. I heard he's a really cool dude.
He's super nice, yeah. And
Good.
constantly getting mistaken for him does help.
Yeah. Well, there was one time me and June. I'm gonna say nice things about June. We went to Chicago Comic Con at Wizard World, Chicago, back in like 2002. And when I registered our names, I registered June as Jim Lee. Because there's a slight resemblance, and like June was getting hit up for sketches all fucking weekends. It was so funny, like, and he did one for somebody, and a horrible artist, but yeah, like somebody asked him for a sketch. He's like, "You really want a sketch?" He's like, "Yeah." And he was at my booth, like, and so he drew like Superman, and it looked like a stick figure Superman. But
Yeah, that guy's
my
on,
God.
like, comic art fans like, is this really
Jim Lee
Lee?
sucks, man. No,
That's
If you see
fucking
Dustin Nguyen,
awesome.
please go get artwork from him. He is the nicest guy, and he does.
Dustin is.
Yeah, Dustin's phenomenal.
Yeah. What's he charge for a commission? Do you know?
He doesn't do commissions, but he brings sketches of
Okay.
varying price points. So he has something for everybody. And I think they used to start at 25, but he's got them like at $40 now.
So are you going to be at our grand opening?
Yes, I will be at the grand opening on the 18th, and that's from 4 to 7 to 12 to
it's
3.
from 12 to 3.
12 to 3.
With lasagna.
Oh yes.
And you're going to be at Long Beach Comic Con.
I'll be at Long Beach Comic Con next
the 11th
weekend.
and 12th.
I've been telling everybody it's like 2 weeks away.
Is it 2 weeks?
No, it's like the 11th.
It's
right?
like it's
That's
actually
almost,
10 days
yeah.
away. 10 days away.
10
yeah.
days away.
So yeah, you can meet down there. I mean, by all means, check out his book today. Tell us about Pablo the Gorilla, the inspiration, and
I am inspired by a lot of the indie comics that I grew up with and love. So it's a little Ninja Turtles and a little Tank Girl and a little Hellboy, I like to tell everybody. But it's about a cyborg gorilla. He delivers pizza. He just wants to live his life. But unfortunately, the government that created him wants their AWOL pet project back. And he's also being hunted by something a little more sinister and primordial.
Ooh.
So that's the first issue. We want to see how it goes.
Let me just
It's
show
always
you.
been a dream of
Awesome
mine
books.
to do a comic.
Oh wow.
And
That's great.
I don't think you're going to find too many books out there in the indie crowd that
With
look
gorillas,
like it.
no. I mean, your art's amazing, dude.
Thank you.
It's got
It
a
is.
great energy
I
to it.
totally see the old school like indie.
How many
book
issues is
influence,
this
too.
going to run? Do you know?
I want to see how this goes, and so far the feedback's been really good. I'm in the middle writing the second one, so I'm looking at a 3 to 4 issue limited series and run it all through Kickstarter. Hopefully everybody loves it. And then the other book, which I'm probably known for, I'm known as the cell phone art guy and the Inktober guy. That's how a lot of people, I guess, lurk and find me. And this is our book from 2017.
My phone died.
With Jake Parker's permission, we were able to print it, and it was an Amazon Kindle #1 last year.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
Who's Jake Parker?
He's the guy who founded Inktober.
Oh.
Yeah, so we did this and we got his blessing. Autodesk Sketchbook actually circulated one of the images from this. So I guess that's how it blew up. I don't know. I don't know how to do any of the Amazon stuff or figure that out. And we were just lucky enough. We beat out Star Wars, and 2 Legend of Zelda books in the art category. So we were
How'd you
number
do
one
that?
no idea. We were number one in sci-fi and fantasy illustration, which is insane. And then we actually broke into print. So we're the top 100 for a day next to a Basquiat book, which is awesome.
wow.
Well, this is awesome too. It's prose.
That's
very cool.
Yeah, so the guy I worked with, Andy Nordval, he's a prolific writer. We did 2 Inktober's together, and he does NaNoWriMo right afterwards, which is like 35 to 40,000 words. So he did this, and then he wrote a novel in November.
Oh yeah, the November. Okay, yeah.
November. Write a novel in November. So he did this, and then last year I just did a zine as a comic. Well, the year before that we did a comic called Smuggler's Curve. So in 31 days we made a full comic.
Wow.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Can I wholesale some copies of Pablo for
Of
the
course,
shelves?
yeah.
Okay, cool. We can do it. So you can buy it here.
Yes, and I'll even leave the variant cover here,
What?
which is limited print.
What?
Print run on regular
How much did I
covers.
sell it for?
Regular.
Dude, you might
No. The print run on the regular cover is $1,000. That's $5, and then the Dustin cover is $10.
Okay.
500 of those.
You heard it here first.
If I burn 250 of those, it'll be even more rare.
$20. Cool. Awesome, dude. Anything else you want to add or plug, or where can people find you?
People can find me at Long Beach. I'll also be at WonderCon upcoming year. I'll be at my own table, B50 in Artist Alley. I'll be at San Diego Comic-Con at a table. I like to say I'm at HO. It's HH03.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the table they gave me at Artist Alley.
Okay.
The leader of the block on that table is David Max. I'll be next to
Oh,
Carl Hall.
sweet.
I'll be next
Have
to
you
Carl
met
Hall
David?
Center. Yes, I have met David.
Yeah,
he's
he's
super
great.
nice as
Yeah,
well.
he's a
and he's an
super nice
amazing
guy.
painter. So I'm super honored to be even anywhere near either of those guys.
That's great,
Yeah.
man. That's awesome. Good for you. Are you gonna be at San Diego or?
Yeah, I'll be at San Diego. So I'm at HH03 at Artist Alley in San Diego, and then I'm gonna be at FanX Salt Lake, Baltimore, Heroes Con.
Yeah.
Yeah. So just check my Instagram. I'm at Winning It. That's how most people
And
find me.
I'm gonna, like white people call it Nguyen, but no,
Yeah.
it's Nguyen.
INGIT, and that's my handle for Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah. So
So Winning.
yeah. I'm really proud as a white person to be able to pronounce your name right.
Yeah.
Like I know what winning is.
Usually we're too polite to correct anybody. We just roll with it.
Yeah, no, I knew right from the jump. Like, that's Don Nguyen. And he does win every time.
Yeah, last year was pretty phenomenal.
It was great.
Yeah, number
it was
one on
crazy.
Amazon, Kickstarter, had a short film premiere.
2020 is going to be.
Yeah.
A short film premiere.
Yeah, I had a short film premiere in June. We were an official selection with the Dances with Film Festival. And then that project.
Are you a dancer?
No. The festival is called Dances with Film. So It's been around for like 17 years, I believe.
What was your short film?
It was called Retro. It was a guy I worked with just wanted storyboards, and he took the storyboards and animated them. And then we're looking to kick that into a graphic novel.
Oh, nice.
And then he already has his friend Reno Wilson lined up to be the main character.
Who's that?
He is an actor that's best known for Mike and Molly. I think he was Mike's best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also in this new show called Good Girls.
Okay.
It's in its second season, or going on to a third season. So.
I was spoken.
All right, so
All right, guys.
for Atomic Basement and Drinking with Comics,
400 East 3rd Street.
He's
Long
Mike.
Beach, 90802.
he's Mike Wallman.
310-294-4444.
I hope you didn't just give your number out, but that's fine.
That's our store
Oh,
number.
the store number. Okay.
Yeah.
And then Anthony, do you want to say anything if you're listening?
Guess he's not listening.
We learned the voice. We learned that God's
the
name
voice
is
of God.
Anthony, so
Yeah.
we talked to him sometimes. And I'm Shawn, and we'll be back. And
We'll be back next month.
there you go.
Our best episode in a year.
That's not saying much.